Have you been here before?
No, sir.
We're a maximum security prison. You'll be handling rehab prisoners.
Apprentice is about a young prison officer who is transferred into the territory's main prison and meets an older officer who turns out to be the chief executioner of the prison. And because he has a strange curiosity for this older man, and it turns out that his father was executed, and quite possibly by the same man. When he is asked to become the executioner's assistant, he goes into a dilemma of what to do and how he can bring himself to do it.
Aku dah jumpa dia.
Siapa?
The hangman.
Orang yang gantung bapak tu.
The film is quite a big undertaking because it's a 5-country co-production. It's Singapore, Germany, France, Hong Kong, and Qatar. And of course, the film was actually shot also partly in New South Wales, in Parramatta, and also in Maitland. And that was also not originally planned.
Chief tak kesiankan dia ke?
The law is the law. Dia orang commit crime, mesti kena hukum lah.
Kalau kita kasih dia rehab, dia boleh berubah ke? Kalau kita tak kasih dia chance, macam mana kita tahu?
In researching for the film, I reached out to former executioners, and I remember the first one who was willing to speak with me. By that time, I had already written a first draft of the script, and I already had created a character in my mind of what an executioner might be. But going to this man's flat, meeting his family, sitting down with him for an afternoon for tea, and just talking to him. 5 minutes into the conversation, I forgot that he was the hangman. He was very funny. He was a very jocular, grandfatherly kind of character, very, very likable. And after that, I was more shaken than I was going into meeting him, because I saw this person as a human being, as a family man, as someone who was capable of love and being loved, and I realized that the character that I had written by that time was very much just a caricature, and I knew I needed to, in order to make the film real and to address the issue from the point of view that I wanted to address, I needed to make the character human. And for 2 months I couldn't write after that. It took a while for me to process. I think in any society that agrees with the death penalty, every person is complicit in it. And I think the audience needs to respond to it. And so the way the film ends allows the audience to respond to it.
Kau masuk sini, kau ingat kau boleh bilang aku apa betul apa salah ya? Ya memang aku pandai bunuh orang. So what?